Yeah, look at that, guys.
And it's still got 3 feet on the floor. Keep it going.
Hi guys, welcome back to the RC Story. My name's Zamo. Guys, in this video, we're going to be checking out this beast. Now, you may have seen some videos that we've done recently on some crawlers, which was digging up the past. And the vicious circle has begun, and we decided to go out and buy this monstrosity. This thing is an absolute animal. No introduction needed. You guys know what it is. Guys, we're going to get straight into it and unbox this. Guys, this box is huge. I'm still here. Alright, I'm going to open this up. Just bear with me, guys. This box is absolutely massive. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. They told me it was big, but they never told me it was this big. Oh, wow. I'm going to flip this over for you guys. This thing's a beast. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you for a second. I'm going to get this out and I'll join you back in a second. Guys, I'm just going to show you the box art very quickly. This box is absolutely gigantic. It's got loads of technobabble on there. I will try and capture as much as I can. Let me flip the box over for you guys. And if you want to know any information, just pause it. Pause the video, sorry. And have a little read. So it does come with a Spektrum DX3 controller. It's got a Spektrum S905 steering servo. It's got the Spektrum Firma Crawler 120A censored brushless smart ESC. You got the smart Spektrum 15 kilo servo for. It says it's got lights included, so that's going to be interesting for some nighttime crawling. 1200 kV censored motor. It looks like a Hobby Wings motor, to be fair, on that picture, but it says it's Spektrum. 2-speed gear transmission. Multiple battery locations. And it says the body has an interior as well. I'm looking forward to opening this, guys. Guys, it has heavy duty A90 axles. Universal axle joints there. It's got adjustable suspension, or should I say coilovers. 3 to 4 link rear suspension there. And wild bore drive shafts. Should we open it? Let's get into this. Guys, finally unboxed it. This thing is massive for a crawler. I'm introducing Kyle, guys. He's here for the unboxing on this beast. This was a truck that he wanted to see firsthand. So I called him over. I said, Kyle, I'm unboxing this. Pop over. And here he is.
Hi guys, you alright?
Yeah, so Kyle, what do you think? First impressions, mate?
Well, it's definitely on the big side. And
it is big, isn't it? It's massive.
Yeah. I want to get seeing what's underneath it.
Yeah. Let's get this unpacked. It's got your favourite controller as well, Spektrum DX3. You love them, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely love binding these every time we go out.
Saying that, I've only had an issue with the Spektrum DX3 once, and that was with the Creighton 8S. For some reason, it's caused me issues every time I start it. It just don't want to work, and I have to keep rebinding it.
I did have it on a felony as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, on my felony I had the same issue as well.
So it seems like there is an issue with Spektrum DX3s. A lot of you'll probably agree, some of you won't. It was the first time I've experienced it. Like you just heard from Kyle, he's had it before on a felony, so I'm not the only one. This thing's massive. Can you imagine running out of battery with this and carrying it back down the trails?
We're definitely going to need a trailer. With another one of these to pull this when this one breaks.
We need a raminator to pull it up. The raminator is not good for anything. make it worthwhile. Alright, loads of packaging on this, guys. I'll go through all the bits and bobs. Right, this thing, it's a bit awkward because it is so big. Alright, get rid of that there. Kyle, I'll let you have a look at this whilst I go through everything here. So guys, as Kyle's taking closer inspection on the wheels of his dream truck, I'm literally going to go through and see what you get in this pack. You don't really get a lot. You get the Spektrum DX3 controller. One thing I did notice on the DX3 that's different is they actually give you a thumb controller. So you don't only have, well, problem you have with crawlers is you like to sometimes control them single-handedly. So now you can use your thumb, which I think that should be across all Spektrum range, to be fair, because it's impossible to reach the wheel with your thumb. But yeah, I think that's a neat touch. In terms of other bits that you get with it, it's just this pack here, and in this pack, obviously your manuals. You don't get a lot. For the amount of money these cost, you don't get a lot at all. So they give you 4 AA batteries, some plastic round brackets. I don't know what they are. I don't know what good they're for. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. I'll pop them there just so you guys can see. It'll probably tell me in the manual, etc. when I have a look. You do have an Axial sticker saying welcome to the venture, and a barcode on the back with some jargon on there. Not that anybody cares. And a really nice manual. It's a printed manual, and to be honest, this is probably the best quality manual first impressions that I have seen unboxing any of these RCs. So I'm quite impressed with that.
Definitely. Axial, they do go far and beyond. Axial have always got a good manual with them.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly run through what's in this. So you got your box content, tells you what's in your box, tells you what's what on the actual vehicle itself. So you're getting started, so your quick start guide basically. It is pretty much black and white, but it is glossy black and white. I'm just going to see if there's any exploded diagrams in it. So check that out. It shows you how to bind the controller if you need to ever bind it.
I wonder why.
Trust me to open that page. So it's got the instructions in loads of different languages. However, in terms of exploded diagrams, I don't believe there is any. That's a bit of a shame. No, guys, there's no exploded diagrams, and the actual manual itself could have been condensed down to about 4 pages. So this whole thick book is just different languages, which is a bit of a shame, to be fair, because it looks so cool.
Looks smart.
Looks smart, but good for nothing. Let me see what's in the back. Actually, I'm going to swallow my own words. Guys, I'm going to swallow my own words.
Is that an exploded view?
Yes, there is. Right at the back, after you've gone through all the multiple languages, you have got some exploded diagrams. I'm relieved. Basically, the exploded diagrams show you different components on the vehicle. They do have part numbers on there, and then the part numbers, I believe, should refer to an index telling you what part they are. Yes, it does. And you can obviously order them parts. So you got your index numbers that go across the sides, and it shows you what parts they are. You can jump on the internet or your local retailer and order them. If you're in the States, you can go to Horizon Hobbies, etc. So, phew, I'm relieved for that. Right, what's your thoughts?
Well, normally one of the first things that always comes into my head with these RTRs is the tyres that they come with.
Yeah.
Are good for nothing.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the tyres, they're soft, they're quite sticky.
seem a bit grippy, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're going to be good. I really do think they're going to be good.
Because one thing Kyle was telling me when, like, Kyle's into his crawlers quite big, to be fair, a lot more than me. And I said to Kyle, shall I pull the trigger and get an SCX6 for the channel? And he was like, Ammo, it is probably the best 4x4 crawler out there. However, he's not experienced a 1/6 scale crawler. Not many people have they?
No, there's not many people over, especially over our side of the pond, that really experiment with them because of space.
Yeah, America like everything big. In the UK, unfortunately, space you just don't have. So yeah, I basically pulled the trigger and bought one of these. And first thing Kyle said to me was, order some spare tyres. And I was like, already? Like, we ain't even ran it on stocks. And he was like, majority of the crawlers that come RTR, the tyres need replacing straight away. They've got no grip. Because they've been sat in a box or on a shelf for so long, the compound sort of goes. So we were looking at different tyre compounds on what to purchase. However, I said, we'll hold fire. Let's run it on the stock setup. We can show you guys it on stock tyres, and then we'll change the tyres and see what it's like on the tyres that we're looking at. So we both agreed. And Kyle's just turned around and said, these tyres feel great for what they are. So yeah, quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
Suspension wise, what do you reckon?
It's got not too bad. Might want to turn it a little bit just to show. So articulation wise isn't too bad for a standard truck without any sort of adjustments on the suspension beforehand.
What I can see though is, guys, if you have a look at that front wheel, when you're turning and you articulate, the body does catch a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, you are going to get catches.
The body does catch a bit, even this way. It weighs a bit though.
It weighs a hell of a lot.
So to show you guys the rear, it does come with a spare wheel and tyre. So for all you guys that decide to do a max 5 conversion in this and get a blowout, you've got a spare tyre.
Yeah, that's about the only way you'd need it.
So I don't see the point of that. But yeah, you got a spare tyre. For the price you pay, it's the least they could have done, guys.
And it does feel like the same compound, to be fair. It's not like they've just chucked a plastic tyre in there.
No, it's a genuine tyre.
And it's quick release.
Oh, does it come off as well?
Yeah, it's got a quick release function, I think. Might be eating my own words in a second.
No, something's happening.
So you guys get the best view, we'll struggle. Yeah, we're off, I think. Just about.
Sorry, I lightened the load a bit. It is actually quite heavy.
There we go. That's quite a neat touch. Quite like that.
It's got a proper tyre on the back. Foam filled. There you go. You can inspect the tyre now. Guys, so that's with the wheel off. Just showing you guys inside. I ain't even seen inside yet. You guys seen it before I have. Oh wow. So you have got, I'll tilt it back on its side. You have got some skids here. So if you want to play realistic scales, and you pretend that you're stuck, or the car is, the truck is stuck on a rock, and you don't want to use your hands to move it as you would, and you're actually playing scale in terms of trying to make it as realistic as possible, these do come undone, and you can use these underneath your tyres as skids to basically give you that helping hand to move you across. I'll take one.
Some pull tabs there as well.
Yeah, I'm going to just pop all this off and show you guys and have a look myself. It's all on quick release sort of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really handy, to be fair.
I'm not sure how often you would use something like this, but what do you reckon, Carl? Would you use something like this?
Personally, I've never used it. It's a lot more for like your competitions and stuff. Not something I've really got involved with as of yet. I like to break too many rules.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're decent, to be fair.
They'd, I don't know, help someone somewhere. I don't think we'll probably use them. So here, there is some P-clips, just to show you guys. these tabs on each side. They come out. Carl, if you don't mind just pulling that one out.
Yeah.
And what does it reveal?
Just a big empty box.
So you got a big empty box there.
For your can of Coke.
Yeah, for your can of pop or whatever you want to put in there. In our case, loads of water to weigh it down. Especially after our last crawling session.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be full with water. We'll be emptying that on a regular.
Right, let's get this back on. So yeah, guys, first impressions, I'm quite impressed with it in terms of certain things I thought were going to lack in quality. It's proven us wrong, hasn't it?
Yeah, the build quality's good.
The tyres especially. The axles look really nice on it. The diff cases look nice. It's a shame they're plastic. For the amount of money you spend on this, I would have preferred them to be billet. Yeah, but they're not. Yes, you can get upgraded ones. You can go down the line of Vitavon. You probably have to remortgage your house. But yeah, there are loads of Vitavon parts for this, guys. I'm going to show you a view of the underneath. Just so you can see all the links, etc. The chassis rails. I like the way the chassis rails, etc. are done on this. They're quite smart.
I've not actually seen them properly yet. Yeah, yeah. Are these the ones that you can extend as well? Yeah.
I know you can change them.
Yeah, so you can lengthen your wheelbase. Obviously, you'd have to change your lower links and stuff, but your link bars are insanely thick.
And the link bars you can change. So if you want the ones with more clearance and you think you ain't got enough clearance, you can change them. You can get Vitavon axles and portal kits for this as well. We don't know if we're going to need it. If we're going to need it, yes, we'll invest into it. If we don't need it, then yeah, we don't need to remortgage my house.
To be fair, you've still got a good 3 fingers of clearance there. We've worked with cars that have got a lot less clearance and been...
Over 3.
Depends how thick your fingers are.
Yeah, true. But yeah, guys, look, 3 to 4 fingers clearance on the diffs there.
Yeah, so I'd say we should be alright without the portals,
but yeah, I love the detail on it, guys. It's got your wiper arms on there, your fog lights. I believe these have got 4 LEDs in them. I believe.
Yeah.
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 And you've got your headlights, etc. We're going to go through all of these and try everything as well. Should we get the shell off?
Yeah.
So we can get a proper look. Right, so to undo the shell, there's basically the clips, 2 tabs, come off, and I believe it lifts.
Is there something else we're missing? There we go, yeah.
It lifts straight up. You do have, I believe that's for lighting. And this is the annoying part, is holding this up. So I'm going to disconnect this for a second. Oh, and it still doesn't stay up, so I'll hold it. Wow. That's surprising, and this is going to shock you. Look at the size of that motor can.
That's a big can. See, this is the details I like with Axial. So, yeah, it's not functional or anything, but it's a nice little touch.
The V8 engine part.
It's got a nice big steering servo on there as well.
Right, I think what I should do is get the camera closer so these guys can see it all firsthand. Right guys, I've taken the camera off the stand just to show you guys in more detail. Look at the size of that Spektrum can. Carl, don't that look like a Hobby Wings to you though?
It does look like a Hobby Wing remake, yeah.
It does, don't it?
Definitely.
Right, there's the steering servo, guys. And that's right next to the big V8 engine. Well, it's not real. But hey, they put it close enough to the motor. Tesla will be happy, eh?
So I like this as well. Some protection for your actual cables.
Yeah.
Just a little block holding everything in one place.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you can run your cables through it so they don't get caught up in anything. That's pretty trick. Let me go around the front. So a few more neat features, guys. You have got LEDs in the bumper. It's got a nice front bumper, which I believe is an officially licensed one. You've got some hooks just here. Going underneath, you got your diff and all your links for your steering. Come across here, your suspension, which is coilovers that are completely adjustable. You can get upgraded caps for the top of them if you wish to do so. I believe there's a fair few companies that do them. But I can understand why it costs so much because of the way the frame rails are done, etc. If you come across the back, guys, look at the frame rails there. It does look awesome. So your 2-speed transmission, gearbox there, and I'm guessing that's your servo to change your gears.
Yep. So one of the other greatest things about Axial that I always rated massively was you look at a lot of crawlers,
yeah,
and they've all got metal drive shafts, and on all the metal drive shafts things fail, things fall off, things snap.
Yeah.
With the Axial ones, they all use this slider system with the plastic ones, and touch wood, to date so far I've not had one fail on me. They're a lot tougher, they take a lot more of a beating. When you're going along, they don't twist and snap, they just sort of go with it if you're over torquing it. But touch wood, I've never had one fail yet.
Are they the extendable ones where they just extend themselves because they're loose in the centre?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you got the slider there, the slider function there. But yeah, absolutely great bit of kit, and the knuckleheads on them, brilliant.
See if I can get them. Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're great.
You can probably get a better view on this one, guys.
And the fenders as well. I mean, the inner fenders, the quality on them just feels like you'd expect an expensive car to feel.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it is plastic, but it feels like good, durable plastic that's not just going to snap on a first outing.
Did I just hear you say that you like plastic?
Some plastic. Not that plastic. Adjustable battery holders, so you can change the size of your battery, so you can run a shorty or a standard battery in it.
Yeah, I believe you can also get additional for this, so if this doesn't extend all the way out to where you need it, you can get some other bits made or purchased where you can have a bigger battery in here. Don't get me wrong, the vehicle runs off a 3S battery, and you can put 2 3Ss in there, run them in a parallel circuit, which will give you longer run times. Alternatively, you can just have one laying there and then switch over the connectors once you're ready.
I'd personally go for 2 though, for balance.
Yeah.
No, overweight one side, yeah, may not be.
Do you reckon it matters though on a truck this heavy though?
I think it does when you're in a car, doesn't it? If you're in a car and you're driving on your own, it is a lot different to driving with somebody in your passenger seat. So, I don't know. It might be something we'll have to test. We'll have to put it to the test. But, yeah, I like to keep everything weighted.
Guys, what do you reckon? Comment below, let us know. Do you reckon you should connect 2 batteries in parallel? Or just one battery and one battery not connected? Then obviously just swap the connectors over once you need to. Let us know. So just looking underneath the shell, guys, that's your interior cockpit, the underneath of it. You can see your light buckets there, all the wiring done sort of neatly. I think it could have been a bit more tidier, to be fair. If it was me charging this sort of money for a vehicle, I'd probably want it in some sort of tubing, etc. But hey-ho, it is what it is. It has got some sort of cage there at the back. I'm guessing that just goes out to the back cage of the actual Honcho itself. Yeah. But let's have a look at the interior. So guys, looking at the interior, I'm trying my best to get this because the windows are tinted. You've got quite a bit of detail in here, to be fair. You can see the dashboard there, it's got a speedo, etc. You've got a steering wheel, steering column, the stalks. You've got some sort of seats there. I believe you've got a gear shifter. You've got a stereo in the middle. It'd be good if it worked, but it doesn't. So you've got your low and high gear stick there as well for off-road mode, crawling mode. Not that it's functional, but it's just pretty cool to have. Center armrest there. It looks pretty cool. So we're going to quickly demonstrate turning it on. it has got the power button underneath the wheel arch on the other side, which means you don't have to take the shell off, which is a pain on most vehicles, to take the shell off, just to turn it on and then put everything back on again. So you can actually put all your batteries in, connect everything up pre-destination, argument's sake, get to your destination and you just got to press on. It is hidden, it's underneath that wheel arch. If you do the honours for me, Kyle, please.
So we're just there.
There you go. It's probably blinding the camera right now. She shouldn't go anywhere. You got your fog lights. You got some lights just in the bumper, your headlights. Do they have indicators?
No.
No.
No, they have got solid yellow lights on the bottom. And you've got your brake lights on the rear.
So guys, you've got your solid lights. There's no indicators on there.
Unless it's when you turn the lights off. Are they on?
I know that's... I think they stay on all the time.
Do they?
Yeah, that's just your gear modes, A and B. Let's flip it around and show you guys the rear end of this.
Oh, they are bright.
A bit of a beast, ain't it? So there's your backlights on it, guys. Looks absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, Kyle, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm impressed. But I do like the axial gear. I always have done. But yeah, no, it has gone above and beyond with it. Can't find much that I'd fault, to be fair, until we get it out on the rocks.
Let me turn this off because
Other than ammo can't touch the maybe the on switch location for ammo.
the fan is a bit loud on this, to be fair. But yeah,
I think that's because though it's inside. The ESC is actually inside that case, so it's echoing throughout that case.
yeah. So the ESC, where we showed you the V8 engine, or plastic engine, the ESC sits underneath there, and it does echo and bellow. So the fan is a bit loud on it, but other than that, I think it's gonna be amazing.
Definitely can't wait to get it out.
Guys, we've got the Absima Sherpa here, just to give you a comparison to the size difference on this monster. There are videos out there of the SCX6, but they don't give you the true size, because I ain't gonna lie, it's a beast. And for you to put another truck next to it, it probably takes a lot of desk space, I guess. But here, you can see it absolutely dwarfs this, don't it?
Yeah, and that's a scale temp. So
1/10 scale car. It's a 1/6 scale car. Yeah, this absolutely dwarfs it.
Night and day.
Don't get me wrong, this is available in the Jeep version as well. However, this is the V2. The Jeep version is the version 1. This has got 7 different upgrades compared to that version 1. There's plenty more videos out there. You guys can search in it. You probably already know them already, but there are loads of differences. However, the reason we didn't go for the version 1, the Jeep, as phenomenal as it looks, for what we're using it for, like I've always said to you guys, every vehicle I buy is bought for a purpose. I've got grasses, I've got now different sort of rock crawlers, guys, I've got shelf queens, I've got petrol RCs. We like to use cars for their purpose. We've got bashers for bashing at skate parks, bashers for bashing on grass, and so forth. There was no point me buying the Jeep body, though I like the Jeep body, because it won't perform as well as this, because it'd always get hitched up on the back. And we find that a lot with the Sherpa sometimes. It gets hitched up on the back end.
Yeah, which is why it benefits from its portals, but still
catches, don't it?
Yeah, still gets hitched up.
So for that reason, this was a must. Guys, I'm just quickly going to demonstrate this, and let's see if this can crawl up this. Don't get me wrong, there's not a lot of space here, so this demonstrates how well in control this motor is, and let's see if it grips going up the Sherpa. I shouldn't really do this, should I?
Oh well.
Well, here it goes.
Smooth. Very, very smooth.
Very controlled as well, isn't it?
Even there's quite a good reaction on that steering servo, considering it's only was it 15 kilo?
Yeah, look at that, guys.
And it's still got 3 feet on the floor. keep her going. Yeah, we're doglegging a little bit now. But that's a lot of articulation considering. And it's still not arching out.
No. There you have it, guys.
She works.
There you have it, guys. The SCX6 Honcho by Axial. This thing, first impressions, I'm over the moon with it. Yes, it's expensive for a crawler. In the UK, these retail for roughly £1,100. I will put the exact price here on the screen somewhere. And there are many retailers you can buy them from, but they are roughly about £1,100. It's a lot of money, especially for a crawler. However, in terms of quality, first views, it looks fantastic. What's your thoughts, Kyle?
I think personally, like you say, the only thing that we have found that was not great is the sound of that fan. But when that's 100 feet up the rocks away from you and you're enjoying that, see how well it actually performs. I think no, it's great. It's a great truck. I definitely need to add one to my own collection.
Yeah. Well, have a go on this one first and see what you think.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what we can do. See if we can put it up to the other trucks we've been out with in the past weeks.
Yeah. Guys, absolutely looking forward to taking this out and seeing what it can do on the trails, through the forest, up the rocks, rock crawling, maybe give it a bath in the stream.
Yeah, give it a bath. See if it could beat that Sherpa.
And see how we get on, guys. Guys, feel free to like, share and subscribe. I know 80% of you out there haven't done so. It doesn't cost you anything. Just simply press the subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you want to see. At the end of the day, this channel is nothing without you guys. And we do this so you guys get some wicked and awesome content to watch. So like I said, like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on them notification buttons because we've got phenomenal content on its way. We see you in the next one.